If you spent any time plane spotting in the United States, chances are you've seen one of these planes, the Douglas DC9, the Boeing 717, or the McDonnell Douglas MD-80. To non-aviation geeks, these planes might appear to be exact copies of each other, but they're actually very different. Here's how to tell the difference between these three planes, plus a little backstory. These three planes may look very similar, but as far as age, they're actually very different. Introduced in 1965, the Douglas DC9 is the oldest of the three. Delta Airlines wanted a small 100-seater plane that could handle short to medium routes, and the Douglas DC9 excelled at doing just that. Produced from 1965 until 1982, the Douglas DC9 was operated by many large airlines, most notably being Northwest Airlines, Eastern Airlines, Hawaiian Airlines, and Delta Airlines, who even flew the half-century-old aircraft until 2015. The McDonnell Douglas MD-80, also known as the Mad Dog, was the most successful out of the bunch. The MD-80 was a stretched version of the DC-9, sometimes called the DC-980. The MD-80 was produced from 1979 until 1999. With a single-class configuration, the MD-80 could carry up to 155 passengers, a big upgrade from the 115-seaters in DC-9. The MD-80 featured more powerful engines with larger maximum takeoff weights, an upgraded cockpit, and longer range. The most notable operators of the MD-80 include Delta Airlines, American Airlines, and Allegiant Airlines. All of these airlines still operate the famous twin jet, however American Airlines is currently planning to retire all of theirs by the end of the year. The Boeing 717 is a whole other story. In 1998, the DC-9 was starting to be retired with some airlines, and the same airlines wanted a plane that had the same range and capacity as a DC-9. Since the MD-80 was much larger and more expensive, McDonnell Douglas decided to start designing a new twin jet that could perform the same as the DC-9. Wait, you said Boeing 717, right? McDonnell Douglas originally started designing the aircraft as the MD-95, but due to the merger between Boeing and McDonnell Douglas in 1997, Boeing took over the project and started production of the Boeing 717. The Boeing 717 was a massive upgrade over the DC-9. The 717 featured much more fuel-efficient engines, and most notably the high bypass engines, making the aircraft much quieter. The Boeing 717 also offered a much more high-tech class cockpit, similar to the MD-11's cockpit. Seems like all of these features would make the 717 highly sought after, right? Nope. The production of the 717 only lasted for 8 years, lasting from 1998 until 2006, only producing 155 planes. The only current operators of the 717 include Delta Airlines, who had bought the 717 from AirTran, Hawaiian Airlines, and Qantas Lank. As the DC-9, MD-80, and 717 are all part of the same aircraft series, they all have similar cockpit designs. The DC-9, being the oldest, has a very old cockpit style. This cockpit is well known for its green background and steam gauges. The MD-80's cockpit isn't too different from the DC-9. Early versions of the MD-80 from the late 1970s and early 80s had a blue background and steam gauges similar to the DC-9. However, in the mid-1980s, all MD-80s came standard with a tan background and optional glass cockpit with CRT displays, which is what most airlines bought. For the 717, things got a lot newer. As this plane is from the late 1990s, it came standard with a full glass cockpit with some automated systems. It has a gray background, very similar to the MD-11. If you're plane spotting and need to tell the differences between these planes, here are some tips. Unfortunately, the DC-9 has been pretty much dead in the United States since 2015, when Delta Airlines retired their remaining fleet. So chances are you will not see one. From the outside, the DC-9 and MD-80 look identical, except for the length. The MD-80 is only around 150 feet long, while the DC-9 is only 120 feet long. The DC-9 also has much louder engines compared to the MD-80. For the 717, it's a very easy difference to tell. The 717 has larger diameter engines, which are also much more quieter. The 717 is a lot shorter than the MD-80, around the same length as the DC-9. Some 717s don't have eyebrow windows, which can be shown here. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and on behalf for bellcc, this would be me, Jacob Singer, and I am doing a voiceover on the behalf of bellcc. So my channel links will be posted in the description below, courtesy of bellcc. He wants to let you guys know that he's not going to be uploading for a couple of weeks, but he'll be back on schedule making those aviation memes that you guys love. So check out his channel. Of course, you're watching him right now. Check out my channel. I am the voice of this video. I hope you learned something today, and have a great rest of your day or night.